Hi guys, good morning. Let's do a read really quick. First card out, you are rising up. You deserve good things. You're going over a life review here, I see. You have come a long way. You've come a really long way from everything where you used to be, and I want you to know I'm very proud of you. People are accepting you for who you are. You're finding your soul tribe. Some of you, you've gone through a rebirth, and you've noticed that. You're like, you didn't really maybe know exactly what was happening exactly. But something that you did notice was that things were feeling very different for you, and you also noticed that you weren't familiar with what was going on either. The feeling that you felt, you weren't familiar with that, and so that's the cool thing is that you weren't somebody who was like, oh, this is a completely normal thing. You didn't put a pinpoint on it. You noticed. You really felt the whole process out. You felt your intuition out. You knew exactly what it was that you were going through, which was something that you'd never been through before. And that is what an awakening is. And when you can understand and appreciate an awakening for what you're supposed to and what it's really supposed to be, it's a big difference. It makes a big difference. Otherwise, you're just kind of guessing is this and you're guessing is that, but it's not. And if we take all the guesses and we assume that it's one thing or the other in many things, we just lose. Exactly. King of Pentacles in the reverse, and that's something that I think that happened to you in the past. I think that this was something that changed your life, those past mistakes, that put you in a situation to think, do I have options? Do they have options? You have the Knight of Cups here energy, so some of you guys are in a youthful area of your life, or you could have been dating somebody. Honestly, I'm feeling like that was a little bit youthful in the past, and they offered you love, but somebody I think from the past could have treated you as if you were an option there. And you're like, I'm not a fucking option. No, I'm not an option. You became very guarded. You're somebody who probably took some time off of love. See that you focused on business. You tried to do your part, and it says that you didn't even use your haters as motivators. You just simply just did your part. You were like, you know what, I'm just going to focus on myself. I do appreciate it, but get the fuck away from me right now. You're like, I don't appreciate you. Yeah, Queen of Cups in reverse. You're like, you want some of this ness? Do you like a way I give you some of my ness? You want this ness? Okay, stop. Okay, yeah, console. Okay, well, let's just confirm that. Death in the reverse. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So, some of you guys are struggling with a death that is not actually closed out yet. Some of you guys do actually need some love and attention. It would be good for you to have someone there to console you, to be honest. Maybe you're not somebody who does very well opening up, and I think that that's a common thing in our group. So don't be too hard on yourself, and just know that that's something that we're all working towards doing, is learning that. And it is not easy. And don't feel like you're behind or doing anything wrong if you're somebody who doesn't have it all together yet. It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. Ugh, you're a work in progress. Ugh. All right. Next one out is the Six of Swords. Four of Cups. Somebody's angry at you for not taking an offer. They wanted you to do something specific, and you just didn't want to do that. I see that some of you guys just didn't feel like this person. I feel like this person was kind of like controlling in a way just because they kept telling you what to do and how to do it, and you're just like, thanks for nothing. You're like, I'm not interested in that, but literally, you're like, you noticed what was going on right away, and that's what you don't tolerate. You would love to do what everybody tells you to do. You just really would. You would really love to do that. But you're not gonna. So that's what they figured out, is that you were your own individual with your own fucking dreams and your own fucking goals. And they weren't expecting that. They assumed that when they locked it in, that you were just going to be obedient and do everything that they wanted. That's not how life goes, buddy. You know, you're just like, that's not what we're doing, man. You're like, I love your ideas. I mean, I did sense at the beginning of the read that you tried to be kind as you could. But I feel like on your mind you had a mission of specificness. And it was a career and a goal-oriented one, so I support that. I think that you were honestly coming from a good place in your heart. you were coming from a place where you wanted to gain and build self-stability and, those things first. You didn't want to be put in a situation out to do what you've done last time. Be disappointed. And you're not blaming anybody for that. You're simply just saying, bro, I'm not going to risk it. I don't want to be put in that situation again. So thank you for your offer back. I'm going to pass. And they didn't care for it much. I think you even told this person right off top, actually, how it was going to go right from the get-go. And I think that they knew what you said. And I think that they honestly just, it feels like they tried to push you into a certain direction anyway. And you didn't really waver your plans is what I feel like's happening here. So I think you did perfectly fine. I don't see anything wrong with how you handled anything. And if this person does, then that's their personal opinion and they're welcome to it. But at this time right now, you may be somebody who has gotten to where you were headed. And it's settled down time, and now you're just thinking, okay, well, you're just feeling everything out maybe. And I think you are getting to the last parts of just really releasing the fact that a lot of the people that are here with you during this chapter that you thought would be here with you anyway, they aren't. And you did know that. You did know that they were going to be there, but I think that you're just now kind of letting all that sink in. Entering the magic in the reverse, you're not going to be able to take any of these people that you used to know with you. I don't react to when people mention you, and you have the King of Wands here. You don't. You're just trying to stay focused. You have the King of Wands in the reverse here. You have the Page of Cups here. And I love you unconditionally. I think now that you're gone out of this person's energy and you're doing great and you're manifesting great things in your life, they want to come back around. They want to act like they're there. And maybe, I don't know if you sensed that right from the get-go, from the beginning of the read. But you probably did, knowing you, smart as you are. And you just obviously didn't tell anybody. You just handled your biz and moved on with stuff. And I think that's a great characteristic. That's a really great quality. That's a really great trait. That you were able to be cool, be calm, be collective, and literally be respectful. And you left the scene. And so that's a really great, great, great trait of you, to be able to be so intelligent and so self-disciplined and so quiet and respectful as well. So many great qualities right there, so give yourself a pat on the back. Not a lot of people can do even one of those things, so I'm very, very, very proud of you, of how focused of a person you are. You really stand out a lot. Your energy is really, really, you have a lot of strong will, and I feel like God's really proud of you right now, in case you've never heard him say that. I feel like he definitely just said that right now. So know that you're definitely getting acknowledged right now, for sure, spiritually. We have the secrets in the reverse, the moon in the reverse. Believe in your power to manifest. Then we have the moon in the upright. So, and sanctuary. So, it seems like maybe you go through these patterns of like feeling confident, and then something happens, and then maybe a setback. Feeling confident, something happens, and maybe a setback. So watch that and try to keep your vibes high right now. I know that it's hard. It's easy to get triggered and to say some stuff that we just get triggered and we just reminds us of anything from the past. And so it can easily drop your vibes down lower. So keep an eye on that and try to stay focused as you can. You have your own personal unicorn, and you need to go in your sanctuary. You need to understand that you yourself are your best gift. And yeah, I do believe that you've already been doing that. I think that right now I think that what you're realizing right now is that you've got where you wanted to be with your career. And now maybe you're thinking about possibly, maybe just maybe, you'd be interested in possibly settling down. Starting to think about it at least, And I think that's a great idea. I love the sound of it. And just thinking about it right when I move this. Says, I wish I could take away more words, yeah. So no grace and no peace have been dealt recently. Some of you guys might be feeling really frustrated and fed up with somebody. The last thing that you could have expressed to somebody could have been in a bad form of nature, or at least just I'm getting an energy of somebody who would have liked to have said it a little bit better, and that's great that you're even acknowledging it, and that's where you do want to just kind of choose less words a lot of times, because sometimes it's easy to flip out and you accidentally say something that you don't really mean to, and you're just like, fudge, dude, why did I do that? What is he? Give it to me. That's it. Give it to me. Now, so I think that all these realizations that you're having are right where you need to be. And you're going to lead yourself to victory. I see that you are struggling with a broken heart. Some of you might have realized recently that honestly you could have said something that ruined the relationship. And it's all right, because all this is a learning lesson. This is all an experience for you. But, you know, you're going through a huge awakening right now. And that's a beautiful thing, honestly, for you to be that strong and that focused. So we know that you were focused. You don't have to be hard on yourself for being focused, Ben. You know, like I said, not a lot of people can do even one of those things. And so you were just determined. You were very determined, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're amazing, and you're important, and everything that you're doing is going to lead you to victory. So just try to keep your vibes high. Do things that are healthy for you and more. They help you to just release serotonin and be in the sunshine if you can. Be out in nature if you can. Really, if you're around anybody who's negative at all, just try to like steer clear of that, and just be mindful of all that energy, because right now you're in that exit zone. So everything that you pretty much do from here on out for the next 30 days is going to make or break kind of like the beginning of your next chapter, right? So just keep doing what you're doing. I know things are not easy, but you're doing a really good job, all right? And I'm really proud of you.